Hey everyone, it's Miss Murphy here. Today's lesson is about solving equations. And this is the very basic part of solving equations. So this is a beginning video if you're in Algebra 1 and it's the first time you've ever solved an equation, then this is the video for you. So I have my Desmos calculator here with an example problem, 3x equals 42. Now we can see on the graph that the solution is 14, but you have to understand algebraically where that answer comes from. So when we're solving equations, our goal is to isolate x. We want the x to be by itself. We do not want any number next to it other than 1. It's okay if 1 is next to it. But right now we have a 3. So we have to use our solving skills to isolate x. Right now this is 3x. It's implied that this is 3 times x. You're not going to see the multiplication symbol in the problem, but it is implied that this is multiplication to begin with. So our opposite operations help us to solve. So the opposite of multiplication is division, and the opposite of adding would be subtracting. So in this problem, it has multiplication. The opposite of that is to divide. So we have to divide on both sides by that number that is with the x. And if we divide one side, we also divide the other. If you're trying to divide on the Desmos calculator, try the question mark button or the slash button. You don't need to hit shift, just hit that button, it'll help you divide. So fractions are kind of like dividing. You might be used to an older division symbol, but once you move into the algebra level, fractions are dividing. Okay, now we can check our answer. It has not changed. That's good. That means we haven't made any mistakes. Always check your answer, because if the answer changes throughout your process, then you've made a mistake somewhere. We're going to simplify a little. 3 divided by 3 is 1. So this is like 1x. Okay, and 42 divided by 3 is 14. So we're simplifying. If ever you don't know what the division is, you can use other boxes. 42 divided by 3 is 14. Okay, so you get your answer and you close that box. So use these other boxes down below if you're trying to solve something real fast and you're not quite sure what the number is going to be. So that's it. This is just a one-step problem. All we had to do is divide on both sides. Now you won't always see the 1 there next to x. You'll typically just see x equals 14. We don't always write the 1. So your answer is 14. And that's it for that. Now let's look at a little bit more of more steps in the problem. Let's look at a 2-step. Okay, so let's go back and you might see something like 3x minus 6 equals 42. This problem here, if you're solving for x, is going to take a little bit more than just 1 step. It's going to be a 2-step problem. So let's check our answer is 16. This answer cannot change. If it moves, you've made a mistake. All right, so let's do our opposite operations. We have a constant here, the number -6. We have a constant here, 42. Those two constant terms need to be combined together. But one of them is on one side of the equal sign, and the other is on the other side of the equal sign. So we have to use our opposite operations to get this 6 to move across the equal sign. The opposite of -6 is +6. You could also think of this as the opposite of -6 is +6. So we have to add 6, and if you do it on one side, you do it on the other. All right, check my answer. I have not made any mistakes because the answer is still 16. Now let's simplify here a little bit. -6 plus 6 is 0. So this part right here, -6 and a +6, we're going to take that out. And that simplifies. We just delete it because we know it's equal to 0. And we also have to check out what is 42 plus 6. We're going to combine those numbers together. So this part right here, that's going to come together to be 48. Let's check our work. We have not made any mistakes because the answer has not changed. Lastly, so this is kind of going to revert back to the previous problem we did. So we're going to divide 3 on both sides. And when we do that, 3 divided by 3 is 1. So 1x equals 16. That's our final answer, guys. So this is just a basic solving equations video, and I hope it helps. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to do a one-on-one support session with you, or you can take a picture of your problem and text it to me, and I'll give you support that way. Have a great day.